between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Over here.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
First down, and it's Pollard again. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. To throw is Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Marr able to put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And again, it's Rodgers. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Rodgers again now. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Here's Jones again on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott now. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 71 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dallas.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And again, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now on first down. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Hey, 626.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Second down, it's Jones. He finds some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Smith with a grab. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. He'll get it inside the 20. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, black. Hey, 88.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magical elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
Complete once again to Watson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tuck roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down, another shot for Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
The slot man in motion right.
Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught by Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marquise Bell. 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got Dobbs over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 6 yards left on second down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Jones has it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.